Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
They look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. McMahon, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left them almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at them. They were there, and they tackled for a loss.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a quick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Elijah Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. Tied at 7. So even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here,
rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars out first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, these interceptions result.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Exit.
On third down, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jaguars at 8-1 on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time. The sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
On play action, Lawrence. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and now they're staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
This one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more late.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Patrick Ricard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
The score, Ravens 21, Jaguars 7. Justin Tucker to kick off the Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over a first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there. It's going to turn out to be the final play.
Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Etienne. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Irv Smith Jr., a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jags have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now, you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC, and I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such, but let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey, no. You change it.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now we'll throw here to his running back, finding room in midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's still on his feet, and he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They go play action now. Lawrence. It's caught on the right side at Smith. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Patterson's kick is good. And now with the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he gets a shot at the target for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, still a long way to go in the season, we know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy, because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. There'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time into the tackle, but in the end, that's a tough one. That winds up getting buried for the loss.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's got it down to the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Lawrence will throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Jackson now toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here we go. Sit.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Another tote for Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Alan Lazard, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He was brought down by Foya Sade and Lewicki. 2nd and 10, fourth quarter here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he's got some space here. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 19-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On third down, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Etienne up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play in second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage at 31 now, 1st and 10. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they will take a knee here.
Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Ready, go!
And they take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.